Hello, hello. It's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts again. I don't think I've seen you guys since Monday, and it's Thursday. It's been a busy week. I got a new puzzle proofreading assignment, and that's taking a lot of time out of every day. So, crafting time has been crunched a bit. And I had one project that I was working on that I wasn't completely happy with. You know how sometimes you're not completely happy with the way something's turning out and you don't want to finish it? Well, I had to force myself to finish it. This is my big red dragon. I don't know. Can you tell? Oh dear, you can see some of the stuffing through there. Can you tell that he changes color around here? I played yarn chicken and I lost. So I got another shade of yarn that was close, but no cigar. And I did a couple of rows right around here where I alternated the old color and the new color. And then from about this point on, it's all the new color. And the wings and the legs are also the new color. I don't know, it seems sort of obvious to me, but I don't know if you can actually see it. I sewed his eyes. I embroidered the eyes, and I think I have to go in and tack down the lower part of the eye so that it doesn't close up there. I don't know. I guess he turned out okay. I sort of made up the legs as I went, and I did different wings from what I usually do, and sometimes like the tail is supposed to lie flat with the head, but it sort of keeps twisting around and curling up. I wanted to have that nice point on the end. I guess he turned out okay. Someone will fall in love with the big red dragon. So I finished that. Once I finished that, I got into a double challenge. Using up yarn in my yellow tag sale bag, and my crazy critter challenge of the month was a blue dinosaur with yellow spots. So I used the pattern from Mary Makes, and instead of doing the color changes on the back for the stripes, I just added spots to him. Now one thing, here I have to get a flat surface to show you. One note that I need to make on this pattern is to sew on the legs first and then the tail. Because, if you sewed on the legs first and then the tail, you could get him to stand up like this, like he's supposed to. But if you sew the tail on first, then the legs, he's leaning back like, oh, I'm surprised. So there's my cute little dinosaur. I've already got him listed on Etsy. I am doing a little better with that. I got 2 Etsy listings updated today. I'm using the dinosaur for emphasis. So there's little blue. Another thing that I was making progress on, I told you, let's see, which was the original? This was the original that I was making little balls so I could have a basket. I'm up to 3. Let's see. We'll just toss everything over here on this pile. So I finished the dinosaur and the dragon, I think on Monday, maybe Tuesday. I'd have to check my records. I got an Etsy order. The last, I think, 4 Etsy orders I've gotten were for ready to ship items. No problem, I get them out. Well, last night I was sitting there like crazy working on a whale ornament, because those, I have so many different colors for them. I don't have one made up in each color. I just make them up as they come in. That kept me busy last night, but I got that done. So then I got back to my scrap yarn. You may remember, and you probably don't remember, I remembered, that in that bag there was a ball, a cake, about yay big, of black velvet yarn. And I had said, oh, this might make a cute skirt on a leggy frog. I changed my mind. I made a chicken. I held the black velvet yarn together with one strand of baby white yarn, and I made a chicken. And I had like that much of the black velvet yarn left. So I used it when I made a little nest for the chicken. Well, if the chicken's sitting in a nest, she's got to have eggs. Now, how am I going to show you the 4 colors without spilling them all over? She has a yellow egg, a tan egg, a white egg, which I dropped and I'll have to get later because I don't want to knock over my tripod, and a blue egg. Nah, I'm not going to try. I'll probably tip the chair over, fall flat on my face, and knock over the tripod, and you'd be a witness to it all. Right. Okay, I'll take the safe route out. So I need to get pictures of her with her nest, with the eggs, get it all together, and get her up on Etsy to be a good girl and get everything done. So dragon, dinosaur, chicken, the balls, the whale. Okay, that's all I finished since Monday. So I think I'm doing pretty well with the Scrap Yarn Challenge. This bag, when I weighed it, like December 1st, had 1 pound, 5 ounces, so 21 ounces. It's down to 8.6 ounces. My next plan for this bag is to start a hat with this and a Highland cow with this. So that would probably take it down to about 4 ounces. That's like pretty much half the bag there. I'm doing pretty well with this challenge. And I have a crochet along. I've said this before, that I am a sucker for crochet alongs that have prizes. And I've tried to get away from them because I feel like I end up with stuff that doesn't sell. I mean, I have these really big stuffed animals that, some of them sell, some of them just sit in inventory. I have a solar system mobile where like the sun is in the center and you've got all these planets that hang down. I think that's been in inventory for 2 years now. So I'm trying to get away from the crochet alongs, but this one is only 5 items and they're all Christmas related and they're all projects that will take an hour or less to make. It's on Instagram. It's the person on Instagram who is posting is, I'm going to put words on my green boxes, Curious Papaya. And she has, who is it? It starts with a C. And they make crochet hooks, I think. And I cannot remember now who the sponsor is. But she has a sponsor, so there's going to be a prize. If you make all 5 items and put up a picture tagging them, then you are in the running for the prize. So I'm going to do that too. Because I figure it's only 5 items. It's little items. It's cute little things. Like the first one is an ornament. And there's just the little silver top on it. They make it with gray, but I've got sparkly silver yarn. And then you do a little bit of embroidery. So it's pretty much no-sew except for the embroidery. So I'm going to make that, probably make that tonight. And I think tomorrow they release pattern 2 of the 5. So yeah, I'm gonna go for it. So I need to find my size 13 knitting needles for this, and my Hildy the Highland Cow pattern by Yarn Society is never far away, so I can get started on that too after I make the ornament. After I tidy up my chair a bit and do a photo shoot. As long as I'm back here right next to my light box, I will put my little black chicken in the light box and give her a photo shoot. The only problem was with her being so black, I did use the black yarn to make eyes on here. Like there's one right there, and on this side it's right there. Like if you look close, you can see like there are black spots there, but you can't even tell she's got eyes. So, but it's cute, it's squishy, it's cute and it's squishy. So, and it's got 4 different colored eggs, so I think it's gonna sell. Yep. Let's see. With you know how I'm always saying like, oh, my shop is still in the red, my shop is still in the red. As of the whale order that I shipped out today, because it was just this little thing, it fits in a box from 24 tea bags. I can fit that in my mailbox. So I got it all packaged up and I put it out in the mailbox. I didn't have to go to the post office. So as of today, I am 28 cents into the black. And I realize at the end of the month that is going to change, because I did buy the Etsy mailing label, and that doesn't come into my accounts until the end of the month statement. So I'm going to enjoy, while I can, seeing my account in the black. My our tax accountant is always saying, you know, just get as close as you can to 0. She goes, you can't go in the negative more than 2 years in a row, or else the IRS is going to say that this is a hobby and not a business. So hopefully I won't have another bad year like this one, but she should be happy that I am getting it as close to 0 as possible. I'm going to go play with yarn. I'm going to go start a Highland Cow and start a hat, and I'm going to pull out some yarn and start a blanket for Boggy Creek Camp. And I don't know, I've been so used to having one project at a time lately that I'm like, I want to get some variety here. I want to have more than one thing going so I can switch off. Like making these eggs with, I did use double for like this. This was, baby, they're both baby weight yarn, but double. This is 1 blue and 1 white, and this is 2 yellow. But still, I had to use like a D hook, and you work at this tiny little thing, and that gets my fingers sort of cramped. I like the bigger yarns. You know, not necessarily the Burnett blanket. I'm okay with worsted, but just the tiny little yarns and the tiny little hook. My fingers don't like that. So I want to have a couple of different projects to switch back and forth and back and forth, so I don't get bored and my fingers don't get tired. One more day of work, then I got a weekend. Yes. Hopefully I get a lot done this weekend. Hopefully a lot of my Amazon and Etsy orders for Christmas will show up either this weekend or early next week, because next weekend is family Christmas and we had to schedule it earlier because of work schedules and travel schedules. Like my one daughter with 3 girls age 7 and under, she doesn't want to take big trips like back to back, like 2 weekends in a row. So, okay, we'll have our family Christmas early, so you have a weekend to recover before driving to Michigan. So I'm feeling ahead of things. I'm doing better with getting Etsy listings up, and I've been making lists and crossing stuff off. Getting a little bit more organized. Hopefully, start the new year just very well organized and with a definite plan. So, okay, it's time to go play with yarn. So, bye-bye.